Reaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack on first down, Wilson, he's got this one complete to YTArZeTPSMerks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Wilson. Open man is YTArZeTPSMerks. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Quentin Jefferson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. He finds YTArZeTPSMerks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson, and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Quentin Jefferson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quentin Jefferson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Jefferson, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. And he's going to be brought down. Back at at his own 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Alert, alert. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 12.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. CD with that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
57 to Mike. Cut.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
from the shotgun. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. That's caught by Hollister. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
14, buddy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. Still, that race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina at 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
How about that? You and I sitting at the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be.
12.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Wilson on 1st down, escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. You said consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
57 to Mike.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught. Block it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Check. Crush.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Wilson to throw, eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Kill. Mike 50.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On third down, Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Exit.
We're going to 53.
Begin.
Check.
Watch the safety creep.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after one.
We're going to 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, alert 3. 49, check 49. Check 30.
We're going to 54. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47.
Watch the twist. Check. Lucky.
Then we're going to 53.
Check four. Kill.
Then we're going to 54. Why 26.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Kill.
SOS.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Run left. Run left.
Play action. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah.